Hi everyone and welcome to the Good Grub Club virtual summer sessions. If you haven't been to the club before or you haven't been in a while, my name's Lucy and along with all the other volunteers and helpers, I run the Millbrook Club. We're sorry that we couldn't be doing the club with you in person this summer, but we hope that you can still have fun cooking these meals at home. You should have now received a box of ingredients which will give you everything you need to make a really tasty chili con carne and some yummy banana pops today. It will also include a recipe card that will show you how to make the meal, but I'll be here to talk you through exactly how to do it as well. Just before we start, please make sure that you're with an adult who can help you with the slightly trickier bits like the sharp knives and the hot oven. If you're ready to go, so am I. So first things first, you need to lay out all of the ingredients so that they're all in front of you and you know what you're going to use. So they've all been provided in your recipe box for you and the recipe card details exactly what they all are. In terms of the equipment that you're going to need today, it's also useful to get all of that out so that it's all there ready for you. So you're going to need a chopping board, something to stir with, a peeler, a knife, a teaspoon, a grater, a measuring jug or any other jug that you've got, and a pan to cook the chili con carne in and a pan to cook the rice in. That'll be everything. So now that you've got all of your equipment and your ingredients set out, you're almost ready to go. Before you start cooking though, you do need to make sure that you've gone and washed your hands thoroughly using warm water and lots of soap. So once you've done that, you're ready. So first things first, we need to chop and prepare all of the vegetables that are going to go into the chili con carne. So we'll start with the onion. You need to make sure that's been peeled and finely diced. The same goes for the garlic, and we're going to finely chop the pepper. With the carrot and the celery, we're going to make sure that the carrot is peeled and the celery, we've top and tailed it, and then we're going to use the grater and make sure that's really finely grated, and that'll be all of your vegetables ready to go. So now that you've chopped all your vegetables and they're ready to go, we're going to set them to one side so that they're out of our way. It might be useful just to put them on a plate so that they're all in one place and ready to be cooked. It's also really important to make sure that you wipe down all of the sides to make sure that you're working in a nice clean area and there won't be any cross-contamination between different vegetables and the meat that we're going to use later. The next stage of the chili con carne is to make the stock. So using your 2 beef stock cubes that are provided in your ingredients pack, and we'll be making them using some boiling water. So now that you've prepared all of your vegetables and your beef stock's ready to go, we're ready to start cooking on the heat. Now we need to be really careful with this, so make sure you've got an adult helping you. But first of all, you'll take your pan or your frying pan, whatever you're using, and heat up a little bit of oil. Once the oil is warm, then you'll add in the celery, the carrots, the garlic and the onions, and you'll fry those for just a few moments. After they've softened a little bit, then you add in your beef mince and keep frying it until it's all browned and there's no red or pink bits left. So now that you've got your beef mince browned and the vegetables are softened, you're going to add in your spices. So it will be your ground cumin, your paprika and your chili powder. If you don't like it spicy, that's absolutely fine. I would suggest just maybe leaving out the chili powder. That's not a problem at all. Once you've added those in, then you can add in your chopped tomatoes, your beef stock that we prepared earlier, and your tomato puree. And you're going to let that simmer for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Once that's been simmering, then add in the rest of your vegetables. So that's the peppers, the kidney beans, they need to be drained before you add them in, and also the sweet corn, which also needs to be drained before you add it in. Let that all simmer for around 15 more minutes and that'll be your chilli done. So now that you've got your chilli simmering away, you need to leave that on a medium to low heat for another 15 minutes or so. In the meantime, we can cook our rice. So if you take another pan and fill it halfway up with boiling water from the kettle and put that straight onto a medium to high heat, we can then add in our rice. Usually portion wise, it's around 60 to 90 grams per person, so you can make as much or as little as you want really. Add the rice into the boiling water, leave it on a medium to high heat for 10 to 15 minutes, and both will be ready to serve. So now that your chilli has finished simmering and your rice is cooked and you've drained it off, it's just a case of adding everything to the bowl in order to serve it. So I would just do a spoonful of rice per person, as well as a spoonful of the chilli per person, maybe 2 spoonfuls, and then you can add your tortilla chips on the side as well. And then you're done.